Hello Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to focus on your past, present, as well as your future, but we're also going to see the ultimate outcome of your current situation. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. For Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus. For Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus. For Gemini. All right, Gemini, so we do have Love Yourself First, which I absolutely love that you're getting this card. Absolutely love it. We have Love Yourself First. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Right now, you're harnessing this Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles energy. You're very, very focused right now on yourself and your independence, your finances, your career, your business if you have one, which is something that I really, really do love. However, because there's a but to all of this. We do have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I feel like you're about to meet the one. I almost want to say it like that. I feel like you're about to meet the one. For some of you, you could currently find yourself connecting with the one. That's definitely a possibility. But for the vast majority of you, I am getting that you're about to meet the one. You're about to meet the one. All right, let's get into your reading and see what we get for Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus. All right, Gemini, in the past, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Your current energy is the Two of Pentacles. There goes that Nine of Pentacles. In the near future, and as far as your ultimate outcome is concerned, the page really wanted to come out. Yeah, the page really, really wanted to come out. I do feel like something is definitely capturing your complete and undivided attention. I am definitely getting that. It's like we see you going from being very, very focused on yourself, your goals, your career, like I said, your business if you have one, to shifting your focus onto something else or possibly even someone else. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Let's focus on this Wheel of Fortune energy here in the recent past. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So we do have the Hangman, we do have the Emperor, and then we also have the Ten of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have not the Knight of Wands, we have the Strength card as well as the Four of Cups. I feel like this is your energy. Yeah, I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you decided to put love on hold. It looks like you just took like a massive break from dating is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the people that you were constantly coming into contact with that just didn't simply fit what it is that you were looking for within a person. At the end of the day, one thing that I absolutely love about you is that you're not that type of person that doesn't know what it is that you want within a person. You're that type of person that knows exactly what it is that you want in a person to the freaking T is basically what I'm getting. You want somebody who is going to be your equal. You want somebody who, is going to be loyal and committed and devoted to you. All of these things that you want within a person, you yourself basically bring to the table already, and you just want somebody to match that energy. But it kind of looks like you haven't been able to find that just yet. As far as somebody who can match your energy, somebody who's looking for the exact same things that you're looking for, as well as somebody who brings, just as much to the table as you do. The person in the Strength card is basically the Empress. For those of you who don't know that, it is basically the Empress, and you're looking for your Emperor. You're looking for your equal. You're looking for somebody that you're compatible with, but it just kind of looks like you have yet to find that. So it kind of looks like you decided to just simply take a break from love and not go looking for it. It kind of looks like you decided, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time dating people or getting to know people. I'm just going to spend this time focusing on myself and my goals. And it kind of looks like you're also just in a way waiting, for love to find you versus you looking for it, if that makes any sense. So it kind of looks like as you're focusing on you and, your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, you're also waiting for the perfect person to show up. I am getting that. You're waiting for the perfect person to show up. Okay. Now, in the near future, not in the near future, your current energy, Jesus, your current energy. We got the Two of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups, and then we also have the Moon, as well as the King of Pentacles. Okay. I do see someone new showing up here for you. Now, this is not somebody that you have history with. This is definitely somebody new that's showing up here in your life. And I do believe that this connection between you and this person is definitely going to catch you off guard, because even though we do kind of see you waiting for Mr. or Mrs. Right to essentially show up, we see you very, very focused right now on yourself. So I feel like the moment this person does show up, it is going to catch you off guard. I am definitely getting that. It is going to definitely catch you off guard. Like I said, I feel like this person in particular is going to be the one that's going to like capture your complete and undivided attention. I feel like this person is just going to have so much that you're basically looking for within a person, to the point where you might even find yourself questioning if this is like a too good to be true type of situation, because I do see you definitely going through that. But even though you're going to find yourself questioning, like, I don't know, like, is this too good to be true? I do see you giving this person a chance. I do see you deciding to, get to know this person and see where life could possibly take the both of you. I am definitely getting that strongly. Okay, now let's look at this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, we got the Three of Cups, and then we also have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, in the near future, I do see you getting very, very excited over this person as well as your relationship with them. Things between the two of you are unfolding very, very nicely, almost a little too damn nicely. And this is kind of why we kind of see you still in this energy of like, I just don't know, like this might be a little, too good to be true. I just don't know about this person. I just don't know about this person. Now, here's one thing that I will say. Actually, let me focus on this first, get that out the way, and then have a conversation with you about this really quickly once I'm done. So like I said, I do see you getting very excited about this relationship. I do see things unfolding very nicely, between you and this person. For some of you, you could have went as far as to tell like your family members and your friends about this person. I feel like this person definitely has spoken about you to like close family members and close friends. I feel like they're very excited about, this relationship that they share with you and what could potentially transpire, between you and them. I do believe, okay, I do believe that this is somebody that you will end up in a relationship with. So you may be single for right now, but that's going to be shortly lived, my friend, is basically what I'm getting, because I do see the two of you deciding to, come together and build towards a life with one another, because it just feels right. It just feels right, or it's going to feel right. Then again, this is in the near future. So you're going to find yourself essentially feeling, Gemini, like this is your person. They're going to find themselves feeling like you are their person as well. Now, here's one thing that I do want to mention to you, and it's not to cause you to like shy away from this relationship or anything like that. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm very honest and very transparent. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you appreciate that. But here's one thing that I want you to just know when it comes down to this person and your relationship with them, okay? So your biggest worry and concern has a lot to do with them being a little too good to be true, to the point where you're kind of finding it extremely hard to believe, right? That this person in particular, okay, is everything that you could ever want within a person and then some, you know what I mean? Now, I say this a lot in my readings. When it comes down to like your worries and your concerns, right? There's two Ten of Swords in this deck. So we have the Ten of Swords that says everything is fine. And then we also have the Ten of Swords that literally says the Ten of Swords. So when it comes down to like your worries and your concerns about them being a little too good to be true, to the point where they're damn near close to like, it's not that they're damn near close to perfection. You're looking at them like they are perfect is what it is, because that's kind of what I'm getting right now, is like you're looking at them like this person's perfect for you, right? Like this person, has everything that you want within a person and then some. Like you're looking at them like they're perfect, they're perfect, they're perfect. But even though you have your worries and concerns about, what if they're a little too good to be true, you look at them as of right now like they're perfect for you. Now, here's the thing, okay? And I'm being honest with you, okay? Do I think that this person is perfect for you? I'm going to go ahead and say this. I feel like this person has a good 95% of what you're looking for within a person. And then they have that 5% that you're going to basically discover that you're not going to basically like. Okay. And I'm being honest and transparent with you because you do have the Ten of Swords that literally says the Ten of Swords. So when it comes down to your worries and your concerns about them being, too good to be true, well, I will say it the way that I said it and the way that it feels right for me to say it. I think this person has 95% of what you're looking for within a person. Granted, there's that 5% that you may not like about this person that you will discover about them, that you're not going to be a fan of, that you're not going to necessarily like. That's one thing that I will say, because you do have the Ten of Swords. So that's telling me that you will discover things about this person that you're not going to like, okay? That you're not going to like, okay? Now, here's what I will say as well, because this is also very important to mention, okay? This is acting as a double confirmation that you will definitely learn things about this person that you don't necessarily like. And it's going to shatter the whole their perfect image in your eyes, right? Now, here's one thing that I will say. This person is, technically speaking, showing up as a King of Pentacles. And what follows next after the King of Pentacles is the Emperor, which is basically what you're looking for, is an emperor, right? Now, the person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor. So that's kind of telling me that the things that you discover about this person that you don't necessarily like about them, which is going to be a good 5% that you're not going to like about them, are things that this person will essentially work on. Okay. It's something that this person will essentially work on, because at the end of the day, you guys are both looking for something serious. At the end of the day, neither one of you want to experience another failed marriage and a relationship. So this person is going to put forth the effort to fix and correct whatever it is that they need to fix and correct just to keep you in their life. So that's one thing that I will say, and I'm going to have to give it to them, because technically speaking, they do have it out here in their energy. So I have to give it to them that they will put forth the effort towards changing whatever it is that they need to change, correcting whatever it is that they need to correct, or fixing whatever it is that they need to fix. I will give them that because it's showing up in this person's energy, okay? I will definitely give them that. So it's one of those situations where it's like, do you want to stick around? Do you want to stick around while this person puts in the work to honestly change? And let's be honest, because we have to be realistic here, okay? Nobody changes overnight. Nobody changes overnight. Nobody. Not you, not me, not the cat down the road. Nobody changes overnight. So the real question would be in the future for you, are you going to stick around and wait for this person to change? Yes or no? You know what I mean? That's the question you're going to be faced with in the future. Now, you may not discover this 5%. Just yet. You might discover it a month from now. You might discover it a year from now. You got to understand that in the very beginning stages of a relationship, everybody's trying to put their best foot forward. Everybody's trying to impress everybody. Once this person gets comfortable, because they will, and so will you, that's when you're going to start to see that 5% of them that you don't necessarily like, or probably even want to sit around and freaking tolerate, okay? And I'm just being real, okay? It's just up to you, to be honest, Gemini, if you want to stick around and wait for this person to change or not. But that's definitely something that I do see you being faced with. Do I think that this person can become the man or the woman that you want them to be? Absolutely. And I do see them putting forth the effort towards trying to become the man or the woman that you need them to be. Because again, all of this is stemming from a place of, them not wanting to lose you. It's also stemming from a place of them being so compatible to you. It's also stemming from a place of them, having these strong emotions for you that they've never had for anybody else. It's also stemming from a place of not wanting to experience another failed marriage in a relationship. So like I said, I got to give them their flowers because, it's here. They're going to put forth the effort towards becoming the man or the woman that you need them to be. The real question is, are you going to stick around and wait for them to change, or are you going to lose your patience and get up and walk away? Okay. So I think the quickest way for you to find out what this 5% is that you're not necessarily going to like or probably even approve of when it comes down to this person would be to make this person as comfortable as you possibly can. Mi casa es su casa. Make this person feel as comfortable as you possibly can, because what we want is for this person to reach this point within their relationship with you where they feel like they can be themselves, they could be comfortable to be themselves. And the only way to get this person to reveal to you this 5% that you're not going to even like about them, because regardless of whatever it is revealed to you, you're not going to like it. You know what I mean? You're not going to like it. You might find out that this person sucks at communicating. You might find out that, I don't know, like this person likes to play like video games for like 5 hours straight. You may not like that. Like, I don't know exactly what it is that you're going to discover about this person that you're not going to necessarily like. But if it's one thing that I will say is that it has absolutely nothing to do with them entertaining anybody else or cheating on you. It has nothing to do with that. It's definitely going to have something to do with something else. But as far as like them cheating on you, entertaining other like men or women, I'm not getting that from this person. It's going to be something else that's going to tick you off. It's going to be something else that's going to upset you. It's going to be something else that's going to bother you. Like them playing video games for like 5 hours straight. You know what I mean? That might tick you off. That might bother you. You may not like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe this person sucks at communicating. You know what I mean? That might tick you off. That might bother you. You may not like that. You see what I mean? But the quickest way to discover what this 5% is that you're obviously not going to like, because I'm telling you, I'm being honest, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like the fact that this person sucks at communicating. You're not going to like the fact this person likes to play video games 5 hours straight. You're not going to like it. You know what I mean? You're not going to like it. So just expect to discover things about this person that you're not going to like. Just expect it. But the quickest way to get there, you know, because I'm like, let's just hurry up and get there. That's what I'm trying to, you know, help you out with, is for you to just hurry up and just see, you know, just see what this 5% is, so that way you're not investing 5 years out of your life, you know what I mean? And then come like the 6th year of the two of you being together, and then boom, that's when you discover, you know what I mean, this 5% about them that you don't necessarily like or approve of, or probably even want to continue to deal with. So the quickest way to find all of this out is to just make this person as comfortable as you possibly can. Gemini, because we need this person to be comfortable, so that way you can be able to see for yourself what it is about this person that you are definitely not going to like. You are definitely not going to like. This is not a situation, you know, where you're going to be okay with it, or you're going to approve of it, or you're going to like it. There's 5% about this person that you're going to discover that you're not going to like. Okay, and the quickest way to get there is to make this person as comfortable as you possibly can. Again, Mikasa, Sukasa, you know? Mikasa is Sukasa. Okay, as far as the ultimate outcome is concerned, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If I'm going based off of what it is that I'm seeing here, that's telling me that you will definitely discover the 5% of this person that you don't necessarily like and or approve of, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because of this. With the Page of Pentacles coming out here, this relationship is going to teach you to have a boatload of patience. And that's what I was basically, you know, having a conversation with you about, Gemini, that you're going to be faced with a choice. You're either going to be patient and wait for this person to change, or you're going to lose your patience and just simply decide to call it quits and move on to the next, okay? In the end, what I see you deciding to do is stick with this person, okay? Because at the end of the day, let's just be realistic here. This person has 95% of what you want within a person. Let's be honest, they have 95% of what you want within a person. The likelihood of you finding somebody who has 95% of what you want within a person may not happen. And you have enough life experience to know that that's probably not going to happen. You're probably more likely to end up with somebody who has like 75% of what you want within a person, 50% of what you want within a person, but 95%, I mean, you know what I mean? I think that your life experience has definitely revealed to you how rare of an opportunity this is for you as well as for them, because this goes both ways, you guys. Like, there's going to be things that this person's going to discover about you that they're not going to necessarily like and or approve of, you know what I mean? And there's going to be things that you're going to have to correct. There's going to be things that you're going to have to fix. It is what it is. Like, you're never going to find somebody who has like, you know, everything that you want within a person. Granted, they could be everything that you want within a person, but there's just going to be certain things that that person's going to have to change and correct and let go of and sacrifice in order to be the person that you need them to be. Same applies for you. There's going to be certain things that you're going to have to change, correct, sacrifice, and all these things in order to be the person that, you know, they need you to be. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I do see you in the end deciding to stick with this person and just be patient, and just simply trust, you know, the process. And I do feel like your patience will essentially pay off, because I do feel like in the end, when it's all said and done, I feel like you're going to find yourself feeling and realizing that you're connecting with somebody who has 100% of what it is that you truly want and desire within a person. But that's just because your patience, my friend, is essentially paying off. That's just because they're actually putting in the work to become the man or the woman that you need them to basically be. So it has a little bit to do with a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? It's basically what I'm getting. They're putting in the work to become the person you need them to be. That's going to make you happy. And your patience and not giving up on this person is what's also going to cause you to be able to experience a relationship with somebody who has 100% of what it is that you truly want and desire within a person. Now, going back to this whole, you going from focusing on yourself, your goals, and things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, and then shifting your focus onto them and your relationship with them. I feel like once you discover this 5% of this person that you don't necessarily like, that is going to create a huge distraction in your life if you allow it to be a huge distraction in your life, okay? I am definitely getting that. Now, here's something that Spirit wants you to know moving forward before you discover this 5% about this person that you don't necessarily like, okay? Do not lose sight of your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, okay? Just because of this person, your relationship with this person, what's going on between you and them, okay? Obviously, this relationship, it is going to take up your time and your energy, obviously, but don't allow it to get to the point where you have completely and utterly lost sight of your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself just because of this person and, you know, that 5% that you're not going to necessarily like about them, okay? Because I feel like this 5% that you're going to discover about them is going to create a massive distraction in your life, okay? And I feel like the only reason why it's going to create a massive distraction in your life is because you're going to be on top of this person to make sure that this person is actually putting in the work to change. And that's going to take up a lot of your time and energy, but it's also going to take you from accomplishing and achieving your goals and focusing on what you need to be focusing on, okay? Okay. Another thing too, you don't have to be on top of this person to make sure that this person is going to essentially change, is basically what I'm getting. You don't have to be on top of this person. You don't have to be on top of this person. You got to say what you mean and mean what you say. You know what I mean? And carry that energy with you. So that way this person knows to not play with you. Now, granted, like I said, you don't have to be on top of this person to change. And here's why I say all of this. This person is far from stupid, okay? This person comes off to me as somebody who's very, very intelligent. This person understands and also knows that if they don't show up and be the person that you need them to be, they will essentially lose you, which is a very thing that they don't want to go through, let alone experience, okay? So the reason why this is going to require a lot of patience from you is because at the end of the day, whatever it is that your person needs to essentially change about themselves, it just feels like a work in progress. You know what I mean? Like I kind of see this person, you know, like putting in the work to like, you know, stop doing this and stop doing that. And I feel like they're going to have like their slip ups. I feel like they're going to have their moments where they're going to resort right back to this version of them that you don't necessarily like. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be on top of this person because they already know that if they slip up or mess up or whatever the case may be, or if they don't permanently change, they're going to essentially lose you, which is not something that this person wants. In other words, the two of you are very similar in this way. When you do something, Gemini, because I know that you guys are like this because my daughter is like this, so I can say this, okay? I can say this. When you guys, and it's very similar to like the way Virgos are too, but you guys are very, very hard on yourselves, very, very hard on yourselves. And when you guys have like this goal set out for yourself and you don't accomplish and achieve that goal for whatever reason, you guys just don't, you guys turn around and beat yourselves up. That's what you guys do. And that's what this person does as well. So when this person notices themselves, for example, doing things that you don't necessarily want them doing or doing things that could potentially cause them to lose you, and they turn around and they slip up, they're going to turn around and beat themselves up. You don't need to turn around and beat them up. They're going to turn around and beat themselves up, just like something you would basically do. You see what I mean? So it's like, you don't need to do all of that. You really don't need to even do all of that. And this is kind of why Spirit's like, hey, like regardless of the issues that you're going to have with this person over this 5%, Don't lose sight of your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, because if you do, this relationship is going to become the ultimate distraction for you, because you're going to feel the need to be on top of this person to make sure that they're actually changing and they're not playing with you. You know what I mean? But you don't got to do that. You don't have to do that, because as this person's putting the time, energy, and effort towards essentially changing, when this person slips up and they do something that you don't necessarily like and or approve of, they themselves will turn around and beat themselves up. They themselves will turn around and beat themselves up. You don't need to be there to beat this person up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't got to do that. You don't have to be on top of them. You don't have to do any of that, because this person knows that if they don't change, what's going to essentially happen, which is something that they don't basically want to happen, which is basically losing you and this dynamic that they share with you and being forced to start all over again, because they don't think that they're going to find someone like you ever again, just like you are going to find yourself feeling the exact same way. So with that being said, Gemini, just take this with you moving forward. Be happy, but just be very realistic with yourself now, so when this 5% is revealed to you, you know, it's not, you know, upsetting you. Well, it might upset you and bother you, you know what I mean? But at least you can say that you saw it coming. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of this reading. At least you can say you saw it coming. At least you can say, like, okay, I know what to anticipate and or expect moving forward from this point on. Expect this person to have 95% of what you're looking for within a person. Expect this person to also have 5% of what you don't want within a person, okay? Just expect it, all right? So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading.